Let's talk a little bit about crocodilians. Crocodilians belong to the order Reptilia and the family Crocodilidae. This is divided into 4 subfamilies: Alligatorinae, Crocodilinae, Cavialinae and Tumistuminae. These are all independent families with several species within it. Crocodiles are spread across the world today, mostly in tropical areas, tropical countries with tropical habitats. There are known 26 species of crocodilians that are described and recognized in the world today. They're spread through mainly Asia, Australia, Africa, South America, North America and Central America. They are much more intelligent. They have very little in common with other reptiles. Dr. Daphne Suarez, who is a neuroscientist with the University of Maryland, said they get a bad rap for being stupid little reptiles, but they are curious, very alert, and they want to know what's going on around them. Similarly, Dr. George Amato, a scientist with the Wildlife Conservation Society, said, "It's clear when you spend a little time with them that they are quite complex species. So they are not just logs lying around anywhere that you see them, but they are intelligent beings and require that kind of respect." Let's talk a little bit about the anatomy of the crocodile. And again, they are very dissimilar from other reptiles, mainly because they have a functionally 4-chambered heart. They are ectotherms. They depend on the external environment to maintain their body temperature and continue their physiological processes. Their heart has a very special modification called as the foramen of Peniza that allows them to dive and stay underwater for a very long time. They have a nictitating membrane across their eyes which protects them when they go underwater. They also never need to go to a dentist. Their teeth are replaced throughout their life, and when the new tooth comes in, the old tooth falls off. Their body temperatures range between 25 to 35 degrees. And there is a 2.2 degrees Celsius difference between the younger animals and adults. The metabolic rate approximately is 60 times lower than that of human beings, with a much slower heart rate. Crocodiles on their backs have a very special unique feature, which are bony plates called osteoderms. They are porous bony plates and function as the solar panels of the body and basically absorb all the heat that they need to thermoregulate. The porous bony plates have a large amount of blood supply through them, and that allows them to absorb the heat and dissipate it as is required. They have a palatine valve which basically closes the mouth and does not allow water to go in when they try and capture prey within the water. It seals shut and does not allow the water to go inside. But when they have to swallow, they do need to come outside water. The nictitating membrane that slides across the eye functions as swimming goggles. When they go inside the water, it protects the eye from any particles that might be in the water and cause damage to the cornea. In the eye, they also have a tapetum. So if you shine a torch in the water at night which has crocodiles, the layer reflects the light and you will see something called as eye shine. That is what allows people to identify crocs in any water body, survey them, identify numbers, and occasionally identify sizes as well with a little bit of experience. The crocodile heart is a functionally four-chambered heart, and there is a division between the ventricles with a foramen of Peniza that mixes the blood a little bit and circulates it in a manner that allows the crocodile to drop the heart rate and cause a functional bradycardia. So the rate slows down. The blood circulation is then directed mainly to the vital organs like the brain and the lungs, and the croc is able to submerge in water and stay underwater for a very long time. With dentition in crocodiles, the number of teeth vary from 60 in the African dwarf crocodile to 110 in a gharial. Teeth are replaced approximately every 20 months, but at a slower rate when they get older. There is a very unique feature called integumentary sense organs or dermal pressure receptors in crocodiles. They are pigmented nodules that encase bundles of nerve fibers innervated beneath by the branches of a trigeminal nerve to the slightest disturbance in the surface of water and detect vibrations and small pressure changes that happen when there are fish swimming around and help them to catch prey, detect danger, find intruders, and they can even do this in complete darkness. Alligators and caimans have DPRs only on their jaws. Crocodiles have similar organs almost on every scale in their body, There are 4 species of crocodilians that are tolerant to salt. So they are able to live in brackish environments, that is the saltwater crocodile, the American crocodile, the Nile crocodile, and the Morlet's crocodile. Crocodiles use a diverse repertoire of communication to signal different things. Babies chirp. They have distress calls that they make. They have specific bellows for threats. They also have a hatching call when the mother responds to the baby that is coming out of the egg and is able to ensure safe passage to the water. And bellowing. Just before bellowing, the males project an infrasonic signal at about 10 hertz through the water. This vibrates the ground and even the nearby objects. And these low frequency vibrations, they can travel to very large distances through the water and advertise a male's presence. They're so powerful that they result in water that is dancing, almost trembles along the back of the crocodile. With locomotion, mainly they use their tail to swim along with their hind legs, and they're very, very comfortable in the water. They're also very comfortable on land, and this is mainly crocodile species where they're able to use their legs to lift their body over the water and walk. This is known as a high walk, and sometimes even gallop. They gallop at speeds which are quite significant and occasionally very surprising to people who see them as slow, sluggish creatures that hardly ever move. Reproduction, when we talk about reproduction, the females always lay eggs. The eggs can be laid in a whole nest in the ground or in the form of a mound that they make with the leaf litter and matter that is around in their spaces. They can lay anywhere between 25 to 60 eggs with an incubation period that is between 60 to 90 days. They are exceptional parents, both males and females, and almost all of them have temperature dependent sex determination, which basically means that the hatchling that comes out of the egg, the sex of that hatchling is dependent on the temperature at which the egg is incubated. All crocodiles are carnivorous and they feed on diverse species, so mammals, birds, fish and invertebrates, crabs, etc. Their intake is generally about 3 to 5% of their total body weight, and it varies based on seasons and also based on the physiological state of the animal. So they would eat more if they are going to be in a state of egg laying or formation of eggs and so on and so forth. Crocodiles have gastroliths, that are stones that they swallow and hold them in their stomach, which helps with the buoyancy, and they have the most acidic stomach of any vertebrate and are able to digest everything: bones, hooves, horns. Crocodiles make phenomenal additions to any zoological collection. They are slow to fall sick, they can recover from very grave conditions. They're tough, and when placed in suitable environment with good husbandry,